Сделаешь бумажку? Мы начали уже. Hi to all. Our webinar starts in a few minutes. Please type plus in questions tab if you hear me fine. Okay, hi again. Please let me know if you hear me. Just type plus in chat. I see 7 of attendees but cannot hear any feedback from you. Please let me know if you hear me. And we will start after a minute. Any feedback, please? Do you hear me fine? Hello, Miroslav. Nice to see you here. We are about to start, but I need any feedback from somebody else. Just let me know that you hear me fine. Today we have just a short meeting about ways of using iRidium for AMX equipment with your own TP4 ready projects. I will not show you how to use iRidium Studio to modify your TP design project, just simple tricks and tips and how to use a license, how to select the license, but I need any feedback, please. Just type plus in questions. You can see the questions tab in the window of application. Go to webinar application. Unfortunately, we doesn't have a simple chat here, but in the questions tab you can write something. Any feedback, please? I just can't start before I'm not sure that you're here and that I am online, on air. Okay, you can't hear me. Please let me check. Do you hear anything now? Do you hear something now? For me it looks like sound is okay, but if you can't hear me, it's a big problem.
Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an organizer and may now speak to any other organizers or panelists on the line. When you are ready to begin the presentation, press the Start Broadcast button on the GoToWebinar control panel to allow all attendees to hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast.
Do you hear something now? Hi to all again. For me it looks like it works fine, but I'm not sure that you hear me. Okay guys, do you hear me now? This is a message about phone number in audio tab. Sounds strange. And what about now? Do you hear me? We have lost 5 minutes, but sorry for this delay. I'm not sure what happens. Please check again. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Раз, 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 раз. Раз, 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 раз. Раз, 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 раз.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Раз, раз, раз. Hi again. Is there any sound? Great. Okay, we are ready to start. Today we have just a small meeting about basic possibilities of iRidium Pro application, i2 Pro application for AMX equipment. We'll start with a case when you already have your visualization made in TP Designer tool and just want to start it on your iPhone, iPad or Android or Windows device. So let's see how it works in iRidium 3 and how to use the available tools. First of all, what is iRidium Pro? iRidium Pro it's a simple single application to control all of your automation devices. In case of AMX, it is not needed to integrate. Generally, it is not needed to integrate different automation systems, while iRidium application, because you already have your AMX controller and you are able to integrate your automation system via this controller. So you just want to start your visualization project on your iOS or Android devices. And where you want to start it, that's Windows, Android, iOS tablets and smartphones. Your visualization project will look the same on all of these automation systems or operation systems. And how it works. In the previous iRidium version, if you may remember that you needed to open your visualization project in iRidium transfer application on your PC and then start in mobile application with some license. For now, we have special cloud services, so you can you can download your visualization project directly to iRidium mobile website and then start this project in mobile application. Hello, we do not support BlackBerry operating systems. It is not possible to start your visualization there. And we also have an alternative way to start your TP design in i2 Pro. You can modify it in the special application, special editor called iRidium Studio on your PC and then download to iRidium mobile website, to iRidium cloud and then upload to i2 Pro application. And how to use. As you may know, in the previous version we shared the special trial licenses, free trial licenses for integrators and installators of automation systems. In the new iRidium version we have the same system. You can use iRidium for free and you can share your project with your customers for free. We have special tools for this. It is really convenient tools that works automatically when you authorize in iRidium application on your mobile device. For integrators and installators we have a free test mode. So you don't need any license to test iRidium, to start your project, to connect to your AMX controller and work with it, to show to your customer how it will look like. You can use a free trial period, so you will be able to check how you can work with iRidium mobile website in case of sharing of your visualization project with your customers. It is for free also. And if you are developing your visualization project right now, if you are not ready to finish it yet and you need to test it fast and often, you can upload the projects directly from your PC to your mobile device without Iridium mobile website, so you have an ability of fast testing of your projects. It's a question about build license for AMX. It is not available yet, but it is planned for May. I'm not sure about dates, but you will see the updates about build system soon. Okay, so I think the best way to show you how it works is working with a real project and our website. So I think that we already have some AMX project in TP4 or TP5 format, and you are ready to start it on your iOS device. Let's start with iPad. You have to sign in to the mobile website. You should be registered as an integrator to use the website as a developer. Please open My Projects tab, and there you will see the system of objects. Objects could be some house or office or another thing. Objects allows you to add to Iridium mobile website several automation projects that should be started with the same license on the same automation object. For example, in the same house. If you use several visualization projects in the same house, you have to add just one automation object and then work with this object. We will add some folder, for example. It could be name of integrator or something else. Adding a folder. Folder means nothing, it's just for your convenience. And then we create some automation object. In this object we have to add our AMX project. Just drag and drop your project to Iridium mobile website, convert it with some localization type. And now it is ready for uploading to control panels. But first of all, we have to select the license that we want to try. I'll activate the trial period. It's 2 months of free usage for your customers. So for 60 days you can download the project to your control panels and to look how it works. We will be able to update this project, to change it, to upload another project, to upload the project for another automation systems if you have these projects. And then we go to the next step of settings. We have uploaded the project, we selected the license, trial license for 60 days, and then we have to invite the customers who will be able to download this project, this TP4 project, to their devices. What does it mean? The customer opens the iRidium and he'll see this authorization screen. He have to log in with his own account, with his own login and password, where he will get this login and password. You will create the login and share the project with your customer, with the end user. As you can see, we share the project with some end user. For example, my email as an integrator is tech iridiummobile.ru. I'm inviting user with email tag plus user1 at iridiummobile.ru. So if I'm logged in on the iPad with Integrators account, I will be able to see all of my objects and all of my projects. So you should not share your login and password with your customers. You have to invite your customer with his own email, like this. You are selecting the email of your customer. Just call him and ask which email he wants to use to sign in with IT Pro application. And then you select the projects that you want to share with him. If you have several projects, you can share one of all or all of this project with your customer. Just press send and it is ready. I will be able to sign in with tech plus user1 account in IT Pro application and download my AMX project. Let's do this. Just wait a minute. Okay, so I'm signed in and I see this image. It's a welcome screen. I press the button download project and see all the projects that can be downloaded. Here is this project. I'm already shared the project from different automation objects with this customer. So the AMX project is the last one in the list, but I see it and I'm able to download it to my control device. I'm starting to download it and the project started on this device. You may ask how to set up the IP address and port and device ID for this iPad. For the moment, it is not very convenient to set up the connection settings. It's true, it is not very convenient to set up the connection settings for AMX. What is the problem? The problem is that your TP4 project doesn't include any information about IP address, device ID, login and password of your controller, so there is no connection settings inside. But you can send these connection settings from your controller when some device connecting to the PLC. But for the first time we have to add some IP address for the first connection to make your PLC able to change, for example, panel ID or switch you to another host and change login and password for connecting to your AMX controller. So, what is the ways to set up your connection settings? Okay, the simplest and first way is just open the system settings of Reading application. Well, you see on the screen the password window, how it is opened. I hold the screen of the iPad for 10 seconds. Just hold the screen in the place without some buttons. You will see the edit box with password. Type 2007, it's universal password to open the system menu. Press OK and you will see this menu. You need the device tab. Here you can see the settings of your AMX driver, of your AMX controller. Here you can set the IP address, local or domain name, for example, mydomain.com without HTTP. Then you have to add the port 1319, login and password if needed, and the unique device ID of your PLC. But if you have really many control panels, this way is not good. And we have an alternate way to set up the control panels, and I'll show you how to do it. But first of all, I'll set up the sample working parameters. For example, in the system menu, you are adding local IP address of your PLC, port of your PLC, and unique device. Device ID must be unique for each of your control panels. iPad, iPhone, or other device. If you set the same device ID to the several devices, you'll have a big problems. Your project will not work. You will take the conflict of device IDs. Then just press the Save button and exit the menu. Then your project will be connected to your AMX equipment, and it works. After restarting the app, these settings will not be deleted. It still works, but if you delete the app from your iPad or iPhone, you must set up it from zero. We do not recommend you to delete the application before you logged in. To log in or before you logged out from application, because you will have problems with licenses in this case. To open the menu and log out, you can swipe on the device, just swipe. Then you can see the settings button, then you can press logout, and your license will be deactivated from this device. Then you can uninstall the application from this iPad. It is possible to delete the application without logout, but we do not recommend to do it. Okay, I promised to show you how to set up the AMX connection in a more convenient way. I can just say you that it's a good way to set up connection settings of your device, but you have to install iRidium environment to your PC. You have to open Support tab, iRidium Pro, Downloads, and you have to download iRidium environment. It includes iRidium Studio, Transfer Server, and Nitro Pro application, but you really need just only iRidium Studio application. It's about 150 megabytes, so I don't think it's a problem. Just download and install it, and then start iRidium Studio application on your PC. So we have some AMX project in TP4 format. What we have to do, we have to add some interface for setting up of your project. Here is iRidium Studio application. I'm opening TP4 project in iRidium Studio. Here it is. Not really differ with TP Design app. And then you have to download the special projects, set up AMX connection for PC, tablet, or some big interfaces, or set up AMX connection smartphone for the small interfaces made for smartphones. What is this project? This project includes presets for AMX controllers, special presets for AMX controllers. This interface will be showed when you start your project for the first time on your control device, on iPad or iPhone. It makes you able to set up the connection with your PLC, and then you will be able to call this screen, this pop-up setting for setting up from any page of your own interface made in TP4 with left swipe. When you swipe from right to left, you will see these windows in your own design. This interface has some presets, specially made presets. So if you press JS button, orange JS button, in iRidium Studio you will see the script. Don't see all of this script. You just need to set up some settings of AMX controller. If you know, then your project will be connected to some host, for example, 250. If you know that by default you want to use device ID 10,000, your project works without login and without password, your controller works without login and password, so you just set it here in presets of script, save it, and then you may remember that we have opened your own project made in TP4 in iRidium Studio. Then just take the Setup AMX connection project, drag and drop it to your own AMX project. The projects will be merged. You will see some resulting projects. You will see that the page is automatically resized. This page is smaller than it was before. You have your own project with your own project and the new page and some special script with presets of your AMX controller. What to do next? Just save your project to your PC. It will be saved not in TP4 format but in IRPZ format. So you will not be able to start this project on your native AMX panels, but you will be able to download this project to iRidium mobile website or directly to your control panels with help of iRidium transfer application. So we are going back to iRidium mobile website, signing in. Then we go to My Projects, press Edit, house 12, press Edit of the project we already downloaded, get the new project, AMX project RPZ, and drag and drop it to the iRidium mobile website. This project will be updated, and it is already updated, and now you can open the application again, and you see that the project has an update. You are downloading the updated project to your control panel. Uploading. I hope you can see it on the webcam. We are in the process. I have a problem with Wi-Fi on iPad, sorry. I will start the app. Trying again. Okay. Now you see this setting up window with the preset settings on the iPad. What I want to do, I have a real IP address. As you can see, AMX controller offline. The reason of it is the real IP address of my own AMX controller is 200. I am changing the address of AMX controller. You can see it, 200, and device ID, already set it up. And just press save. If we open the system menu of AMX controller, we will see that the settings stored and that we are connected to PLC. I'm opening system settings. You can see the system settings stored. If we restart the application, these settings will be saved, and I can open the settings menu with the swipe from right to left side of screen. You can see it. We didn't do anything with your GUI. We didn't need to change something in JS. We didn't really need to change something. But now we are connected to PLC. We are online. The settings stored, and these settings will be stored between the starting of application. So it's a good way to set up your device. As you can see, controller online. I can hide the application, and I am working with my own TP4 project, with a native TP4 project. So it's a second way to set up your AMX project on control panels. How it will look? You are going to your customer, you are authorizing to on your control device. If you did not preset some settings of AMX controller, you do it right now. You do it in online mode, and then just close the setting menu. If it is needed, you can open the settings menu to set up your controller again, but it will not be needed because the settings already stored in the device memory. If the settings will be deleted in some way, for example, if you logged out from this device, from this account, and logged in again and downloaded the project again, this window will be showed automatically. If your project has been made for mobile device, you will be able to use this template. You can see it on the screen. This template is for mobile devices with any resolution. It will be automatically resized for the size of your visual interface. You also can change this interface as you wish. For example, if your interface red or gray or black, you can set, for example, any background to this page. Any background. You can change the color of this page as you wish. and you can modify this user interface as you wish. So it is not just a window, it is not just a standard window that you have to use. It's a customizable window that you can use fast with your own interface, and you don't need to know JavaScript to do it. You can also use Iridium Studio to add some modifications to your Iridium project if you want it, if you need it. For example, you can use a specialized scrollers or specialized JavaScript samples in your interface. Iridium Studio makes you able to I forget the word, sorry. Iridium Studio makes you able to write some logics not on the PLC but also on your control panel. So with Iridium you can make some logics on control panel but not only on PLC. With Iridium Studio you are also able to connect to the several AMX devices at the same time. You may know that it is not possible with the native TP4 design. For example, as you can see here, we can set 3, 5, 10 different hosts of AMX controllers, and control panel will be connected to these addresses at the same time. It could be useful for some management of PLCs. You may know that it is not the same settings of AMX addresses in Iridium and in TP design, but you can open the previous webinars about AMX made by our team, and there you will be able to see how to work with Iridium Studio, how to set up your AMX equipment in Iridium Studio but not in TP design. The problem is that you will not be able to convert these projects made in Iridium Studio back to TP4. So you will be able to use only Iridium Studio if you already changed your project in Iridium Studio. But as you have known, you can just take your TP4 project and download it to Iridium mobile website, and then this project will be available for all of your customers in this object. When you are ready to buy the commercial license, when you are tested and it works perfect, you can go to the price menu and select the license. Unfortunately, I can't show you the cost of drivers in this video, but I'll show you how to select the license for AMX. In the license constructor, you can see the tabs Visualization and Server. First of all, you don't need the server. Sorry, I lost the question from Miloslav. How it works in Android or Windows? The same. It works the same on iOS and Android, but on Windows you cannot use the swipe gesture to open this settings menu. I'll make a special script for Windows to make you able to open this menu by a double click or something else, but this window will be automatically showed by the start of application. Then you will be able to call this window from PLC, from AMX controller. Just call the page called Setup AMX Connection. So you will have a way to open this page with settings in any time from AMX controller. For example, you can make a special settings button in your TP design project, and then by pressing of this button you have to call the page called Setup AMX Connection, and it will work on Windows and all the mobile devices the same. Okay, let's go back to the licensing. You can see visualization and server tab. You don't need the server tab. You already have the server. It's called AMX PLC. So you don't need a Iridium server. Iridium server is an application that makes you able to make some logic that works 24/7. But you already have a smart PLC, so you don't need a Iridium server. Then you have to select the license type. It means how many control panels you have on this house, on this office, in this hotel or something else. For example, if we are talking about 2 iPads and 3 iPhones in the simple house, you need the basic license. If you are not sure that it will be just 5 panels, and if you think that it will be about 7 panels and maybe there will be a guest in house, you select advanced license for 10 control panels. Each panel is some mobile device. For example, your iPhone, your Android tablet, your Windows PC. All of these devices are control panels. The next type of license is Enterprise for 25 control panels, and then Enterprise Plus for unlimited number of panels. But you have to know that Enterprise Plus license limited by the number of visualization projects. It means that you will not be able to upload to the object more than 10 projects made in TP4 or iRidium Studio, it doesn't matter. There should be not more than 10 visualization projects. If it is okay for you, so you can buy Enterprise Plus license and upload your projects to unlimited number of control panels. For example, it is good for BIOD, but for BYOD we are planning to add an additional tools that will make you able to manage your customers, but we cannot speak about it right now. It is planned for the next months, so I hope we will be able to talk about it soon. AMX for Iridium Lite is not and will not be, and I am not sure about it. If you don't mind, please send the question to support@iridiummobile.ru and we will answer about plans about AMX driver in Iridium Lite application. Sorry, but I just don't know. And then the last step that you have to do is press to AMX driver. The cost of this driver will not be available in video. This cost is for some administrator like me, so you will see another cost in your own account. So you can see the dealer price and MSRP price. It is different. Your customer cannot see the price in his own account. Your customer cannot sign in to Iridium Mobile website. So the cost is yours. First of all, you are developing GUI. You are managing the object in the Iridium Cloud. You are buying the license. You are the owner of the license. For the moment, we don't have special tools to migrate your visualization object and license to your customer. It is planned for realizing, but it is not ready yet. So for the moment, you are the owner of the license. You are the owner of the automation object. So you are buying the license and then sell it to your customer. Then you share the projects with your customer with this tab, and it works. It just works. For example, this object are paid with commercial license, basic license, It supports up to 5 control panels. Here you can see the servers and control panels that are already activated the license. You can manage the visualization projects. You will not hear the project for iRidium server, you don't need it, but the visualization project will be displayed here. For example, if you bought the basic license for 5 control panels, you can make the different visual interfaces for each of your control panels. For example, you can make the unique interface for each room of house. It could be about 20 or 30 different interfaces, and they will work at the same time. The licenses, which is limited by the number of control panels, doesn't have a limit by the number of visual interfaces uploaded to iRidium Cloud. So you can manage your project as you wish. Okay, we have one more question. How it works when I buy a license for 5 panels and in the future will be necessary to have 10 panels, for example. How to extend license? Okay, I'll show you how to do it. It is simple. You just open the commercial object like this, go to Licenses tab, and here you can see the Edit button. Press the Edit, and here you can see the new constructors. It makes you able to select to change the type of license. For example, if I had the basic license, I can select Advanced for 10 devices, and then just press Continue. And no, I'll press Cancel because I made a mistake. I selected, it is not a mistake, it's okay. Okay, so I had the KNX license for 5 control panels. Now I have the same KNX license but for 10 control panels. And here I can see the difference in cost of these licenses. I have to pay this difference on Avangate, and the license will be automatically updated. As you can see, it is simple to do it. Before you pay it for the license, it will be in state waiting for license update payment. You can see here not only KNX driver but also AV and custom systems, SAP and IP cameras. It is available for free. For example, when you buy the AMX license, you are also able to use AV, IP cameras and SAP for free. You don't need to buy an additional drivers to use this functionality. But it is not about SAP for AMX, specialized SAP for AMX. It's about normal SAP. So you should use the preset interfaces for intercom. How to use these interfaces? It is also simple. We have a list of preset GUIs. Let me find it. We have a list of preset GUIs for SAP audio and SAP video, as you wish. You can just open this project, for example, SAP Intercom simple project, and then you can merge this project with your AMX interface, like we did before with connection settings interface. We'll see the list of specified pages of SAP Intercom. You should set it up. The settings of this project you can see on our wiki pages. Just read the instruction, set this interface as it's shown in instruction, and it will work at the same time as your AMX controller. So it is simple to do, it is simple to use. AMX controller settings, SIP preset interface, or some other interfaces, for example, for audio video equipment, could be merged with your TP design project, and your license will not be more expensive. Uh, what is about AV and custom systems driver? You can find a list of sorry. You will find a list of specified JS modules for iRidium that you can add in your own project, and these models will work with your AMX license. You don't need to pay something else to work with these modules. You can see the list here. You can also download some free or not free visual interface and use some images from this interface in your GUI if you want to modify your GUI in a iRidium Studio application. It is not absolutely needed, but you can do it. Okay, so we are finished with the basic things. If you have any questions, I am waiting for it. So just remember that you can start your tests without any license, without any paid license. Just authorize an iRidium application, and when you are authorized as an integrator, it means you already have a free test mode. I'll show you one tick with integrator's account. Just wait. I am authorizing in integrator's account. Okay, I'm signed in. In the list of projects, I can see all of my objects. So if you have made several automation objects, you will be able to download the project in any time, to check them, to change them, and upload the updates. You will be also able to download the projects from your PC with the help of iRidium transfer application. This is how it looks like. iRidium transfer app. This app makes you able to download the projects from PC. Let's open Projects tab. Add the project, we'll call it this way. I'm selecting some AMX project, adding it to iRidium transfer, setting up the connection settings, saving the connection settings of this controller, and now I am able to download. We are in the office of iRidium Mobile Company, so you have really many different control panels. I am not sure which one is mine, so I'll just try to find it. Yes, that's it. I'm selecting AMX project that we added a few seconds before, and uploading started. You can see transfer moving, application moving. We can also add and transfer the visualization projects that we have modified with the iRidium Studio app. It calls AMX project. We have downloaded in the cloud. Let's find it on my PC. Here it is, opening this project, setting it up. Select this project in the list of uploaded projects and start the uploading. Uploading is in the process. The project started. And these projects are able in the list of local projects. In the application menu, cloud projects and local projects. You can switch between local and cloud projects. Local projects are always work in the test mode. Test mode means that your control panel will work for 20 minutes. You can see the message about test mode on the iPad. It will be shown again after a few seconds. Oh, you can see it now. After 12 minutes, the application stops working with your AMX controller. It could be a problem if you are testing some functionalities that should be tested for a long time. So what to do if you want to use the test mode, but it is not enough to have 12 minutes, not 12, 20 minutes for testing. You have to open the welcome menu, open the settings, focus, open the welcome menu. And here you can see the button developers mode, developers panel. This tick means that this iPad will work without time limits. So this iPad will work in test mode. It will be able to connect to any equipment with any project and without any time limits. So the limit of 20 minutes will be disabled. But you can enable the developers panel only on 2 of your devices. For example, your iPad and your PC. And these devices will work without time limitations. On the third, fourth, and other devices, you will not be able to own this tick. But if you want to test some functionality for a long time on another device, just turn this function off and then on another device. It is easy to do. So you are able to work with your projects in local mode, in local test mode for free. Is it planned to implement the possibility of sending push from third party, for example with AMX? It's a question from Andrei. For the moment, it is possible to send push notifications only from iRidium server to iRidium mobile control panels. I'm not sure that this functionality will be implemented for the third-party controllers, for the third-party PLCs. It's a difficult mechanism and I'm not sure it will work. But if you need the push notifications, you can buy or just set on your Windows PC the Windows version of iRidium server. You will be able to send the commands from your AMX controller to iRidium server, and iRidium server will be able to send the push notifications to all of your control panels. So this way it will work. It is possible to set it up right now, but you need a third application called iRidium server. Without iRidium server it is not possible, unfortunately. Okay, that's all for today. We know everything about iRidium transfer, iRidium mobile website, about payment, and about setting up of AMX projects on your mobile devices. What about Gate for HomeKit? Gate for HomeKit will be available like a device, like a hardware device based on Raspberry Pi, and so you will also need an additional hardware. Will be possible to integrate with AMX. It will be possible to integrate it with any driver supported by iRidium, so yes, it will be possible. More information about HomeKit you will be able to find on our website soon. It is not started for public testing yet. И вам спасибо, Андрей. Okay, so I think we finished for today. Thank you for visiting and have a nice day. I hope we'll see you on other reading webinars. For example, for HomeKit. I hope it will be available soon. So bye-bye and have a nice day.